Hey guys, Rory here from Your Golf Travel. Golf courses have reopened in the UK. It's Masters Week, Augusta National, back on our TV screens. For us golf fans, the world is looking pretty rosy right now. And heading into the first major of the year, we thought we'd catch up quickly with none other than Mr. Lee Westwood. Get his thoughts about how he played out in Florida, as well as, of course, his thoughts heading to Augusta National, his favourite golf course in the world. So before we jump on a call with Lee, a couple of questions for you guys. Is the Masters your favourite major of the year? And who do we think is going to be claiming the green jacket come Sunday evening? Jump into the comment section down there, let us know. Is the Masters your favourite major? And who'll be winning the first major of the season? Now that we've answered those two questions, let's go and have a little chat with Lee. Right, welcome back, Lee. Good to see you again.
Thank you.
Firstly, congratulations on your amazing form recently on the PGA Tour. Unbelievable golf, played in two of the biggest events in the world. And I mean, ultimately out of the 270 odd players who entered those two events, you got beaten by two of them by a shot each time.
Yeah.
Tell us what your emotions and feelings like following that 2 week stint in Florida.
Well, pleased just to play well, really. You know, like you said, they're two of the biggest events. And, you know, I came up against Bryson, who's obviously a very good player. Just came up one shot short. Made a slight error on 16, not making birdie there. But, you know, Bryson played the last two holes really well. And found myself in a divot on 18, so I couldn't quite be as aggressive as I wanted to. But I certainly wouldn't have been going at that flag anyway. And then the following week, played steady again. Had a two-shot lead going in the final round. Justin Thomas played a good last round and ended up winning by one. So, yeah, I mean, two very good weeks and, you know, a lot of confidence to be taken from them, really.
Yeah, I mean, I remember seeing in your post-round interviews, you were very much of the mindset that those guys just happened to play a little bit better than you at the weekend. Is there any disappointment at all, considering it was so close 2 weeks in a row?
No, not really. No, you know, I did a lot of good things at the right times. And, you know, you look back at it, I guess they had a couple of breaks. You know, Bryson held a couple of fantastic putts and JT got a good bounce with his tee shot on 18. So,
I was
you know,
about to ask about that.
Yeah, things could have been slightly different. But that's the way sport is. You know, you get breaks at certain times or you take your chances and sometimes you don't. And that's how it all plays out. That's why sport's so fun to watch.
Well, my next question was going to be, can you please explain how his tee shot on the 72nd didn't end up in the water? But lucky bounce, you've already said it. So we'll head on to the next question.
Yeah.
You mentioned obviously playing so well in those type of events and taking a lot of confidence out of that. And obviously next week, the Masters back at Augusta at its usual time in April, which is great. Obviously feeling confident heading into one of your favourite events on a course that you've played well throughout the years.
Yeah, I've played well there in the past. And I've obviously got a lot of form going into it. I've had a couple of practice rounds around there. Went and played there with Sam. Of course, in good condition, playing very different to how it played in November, a lot firmer. It's going to be warmer as well. So it'll be a completely different tournament. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to it, yeah.
You're getting good at this. You're answering all the questions I've got listed up here. I was going to ask you how it went with Sam. So I know you headed out there for, what was it, 36 holes after Sawgrass?
54.
54 in the end.
Yeah. 36 on the Monday and 18 Tuesday morning. So we played a lot of golf. He really enjoyed it. Tough to wipe the smile off his face, really. And he shot 82 the second day. I set him a total of 83 and he chipped in on the last for 82. So
nice.
He was really pleased with himself. Made him play right off the backs. And it was playing as tough as I've ever seen it. You know, it was cold in the morning and windy. Greens were firm and fast. 82 was actually really good golf.
Yeah, I mean, presumably that was his first time playing the course. He's been there with you in the past, obviously.
Yeah, he's been there in the past, and we played it the previous day. We played 27 holes and the par 3 as well, which he really enjoyed. And then the Tuesday morning, we went out early at 8 o'clock and played the course. And he'd obviously got a little bit more of an idea of how to play it, and he improved his score from 86 to 82. So you should keep on playing there. You might break 80 next time.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive golf. Will he be caddying for you there this year? Because I know he's been lined up to do it in the past, but things have kind of got in the way, haven't they? And is he back on the bag
Yeah,
this year?
yeah, he's caddying for me the next 2 weeks. So we're doing the Masters and then Hilton Head, and then a bit of a break, and then probably come back.
Nice. So is Helen taking a bit of time off, or is she out there with you as well?
She's out here, but she's not doing the next 2 weeks. She's coming back for a couple in Texas and the PGA Championship.
So you mentioned the course obviously is playing differently to it was last time you were there in November, because obviously the seasons are totally different. Have they done any tweaks to the course, like put in any new tees or anything like that? Obviously they have done that quite a few times over the years, or is it the same course that we were seeing last time out, just in different condition?
Yeah, same course. They've made a couple of tweaks with cutting rough out, so it makes it easier to roll off into the pine straw. Whether they keep that or not, I don't know, but I would imagine they will. Down 9 on the right hand side and down the second on the left hand side, where the ball is overdrawing or overcutting, the rough was tending to hold it up, but it'll now carry on into the pine straw. So got to be careful once you go into that pine straw, because a lot of roots under there, and you can do yourself a bit of damage. So yeah, hitting fairways seems to be becoming more and more of a premium at Augusta.
So the Masters obviously is a tournament completely obsessed, the wrong word, because it's kind of negative, but their traditions are a huge part of the overall spectacle. Is there a particular Masters tradition that would be your favourite, or something that you look forward to away from obviously the main tournament?
The par 3 tournament, I think. Unfortunately, they're not having it this year because of COVID, but yeah, that's a tradition that I always enjoy playing in. Most of the players play, and it's great fun.
I think I'm right in saying that no one who's ever won the par 3 has won the Masters. So hypothetically, I know you said it's not on this year, but hypothetically, let's say next year it's back on and you've got 2 putts to win the par 3 tournament. Are you throwing in a little 3 stab, or are you not superstitious like that?
Wins a win. Get your name on the board.
Fair enough. So yeah, we said at the start of the call, obviously you're playing extremely well, great record at Augusta, you'd be a hugely popular winner. So I guess the only question to answer is, what is going to be on the Champions Dinner menu in 2022?
I don't know, something English. roast beef, Yorkshire pudding.
Yeah,
something like that. Yeah.
Anything in particular for dessert, or
apple pie? Something
nice and
traditional. It very English. Yeah, and ice cream. Yeah,
few pints.
Yeah.
Cool. So you saw the tweet earlier. We fired it out and asked a few people to send in some questions about the Masters. As you said on Twitter, hopefully they'll be better than my questions.
Yeah, hopefully.
We'll kick things off with a guy called Brad, who said, I don't have a question, but would appreciate you telling him that we're all rooting for him and hope that he brings it home at Augusta. Adam Moffat, how's his ankle after stepping near that divot on the first tee at Close House? Yep, I'll never live that down. Let's try and find one about the Masters, shall we? David Devlin would like to know, is your preparation for the Masters the same as any other tournament?
I get there a little bit earlier. I'm getting there on Sunday. I would normally get to a tournament on, say, a Monday or a Tuesday. And, I try and sort of play gently into it, play 9 holes a day, not try and be too tired. It's quite a physically demanding golf course, and the week's mentally demanding. So if you can give yourself another day extra preparation, makes a big difference, helps a lot.
Ben Vaughan is saying, who should we put our money on? Obviously, apart from you. Or should we be betting on you? Great. I always put each way on you, Lee. So
it wouldn't be the worst bet. Put you off me.
So on that similar thing, you talked about it being a very physically demanding golf course. And when you finished runner-up a couple of weeks ago at Sawgrass, you were talking in your post-round interview about maybe it catching up on you and feeling a bit physically weak. Is there anything you do differently for Augusta apart from arriving early and easing yourself into the tournament? I mean, have you taken a bit of a rest this week in terms of your training, or?
I've had a week off from competitive golf. I think that's what I was suffering for more than anything. There's one thing playing a lot of tournaments in a row, but being in contention on a Sunday in big tournaments as well drained you. So, this week's been good. I've played a little bit of golf. Played like 3 rounds this week. I'll do some practice. I'll still do the gym work. I want to be strong when I get to Augusta, but I'll tail it down before Augusta. Not do too much on Saturday and Sunday.
Cool. And there's a guy called Gareth. This isn't about the Masters, but there's only one question to ask. Where did you get your Forest scorecard holder from?
Somebody made it for me.
Oh, there you go.
Got a couple of them. So, people are very kind. They kind of just and it over the ropes, and of course, being the best football team in the world, they go straight in there.
I suppose you might not know the answer. Maybe you do. Obviously, the Masters concessions for patrons are very famous. Do you ever try any of that food, or?
Yeah. Is it the
pimento cheese sandwich? Someone's asking specifically, saying how good are they?
I've had one of those once. I'm not a big fan. They're all right.
Fair enough. I'm not a fan of cheese at all, which is, I know, a bit weird for most people, so I've steered clear of them too. Mark Caldroy wants to know, I'm thinking of asking my wife to carry my golf bag for me. How should I approach the topic?
Carefully. Be careful what you wish for.
That's fair. When he's in the final pair with Bryson on Sunday at the Masters, have you thought about asking Poulter off for fashion tips to put the big man off?
Oh, God, no. It certainly would put him off, though, wouldn't it? I mean, yeah, he's like Marmite, isn't he? The way he dresses.
Look good, play good, apparently. Where has he found his fountain of youth? Sustained level of excellence is pretty remarkable. We've talked about this in previous calls, haven't we? It's just kind of taking care of yourself. And
yeah, I've taken care of myself to a certain extent over the years. You know, I've hit the gym quite a lot in recent years, certainly. And I love golf. So, you know, I think it always helps if you love going out and doing something. You know, it always helps if you love it. You're going to go out every day and do it. You know, I've got the enthusiasm for it, both physically and mentally. So,
okay, so this isn't necessarily particularly all about Augusta, but it's a general golf question from Michael Anthony. Do you think green reading books should be banned in all golf tournaments? Did it happen at Augusta?
I don't think they do. No, I don't think they allow them there.
So they've got it right.
If you can't read the greens at Augusta without a green reading book, you are struggling. They are so undulating and so obvious that, you know, you just got to have good imagination and good feel with the speed they get them to. But I like it that they don't have them. I think they should be banned. Do
you ever go into the master shop when you're at the event and buy a bit of swag? You probably get requests all the time, don't you?
Yeah. I've been known to be. I was there a couple of weeks ago buying stuff.
Yeah, I did a video where I spent $100 just to show people what you can get for that amount of money. I'm guessing you probably spent a little bit more than $100.
A little bit more.
Average spend is about $800 or $900, I think. But
a little bit more.
What would be your number one item that you would go back to get from the master shop each year?
I normally buy a sweater or a t-shirt. I bought a t-shirt and sweater this time. The little coasters for putting on your table are quite nice as well. The gold coasters. Yeah, there's lots of nice stuff in there.
Yeah, my go-to is a flag, but I'm guessing that wouldn't be yours, considering we ask you to sign about 500 of them every year.
Yeah. I bought a load of hats last time I was there. This past couple of weeks, I probably came back with about 10 hats.
Glenn Johnson wants to know, not the Glenn Johnson, I don't think, any player who you wouldn't want to be in the same group as?
No, not really. No. As long as they get on with it, I don't mind.
Yeah. So when you're in kind of tournament mode, I guess it just blinkers on and do your thing.
Yeah.
Which shot at Augusta is the most technically challenging that we might not get a full sense of from watching it on the TV?
I've always found the second shot into 13, if you hit that fairway, the most technically challenging, because the ball's so far above your feet, but you're on a slight downslope as well. Kind of all your weight's on your left, but on your heels as well. It's very easy. It's just a tough shot. Very easy to think you're going to leak it right and then overcompensate and pull it left. So not the easiest shot off that hill. The longer hitters have an advantage because they get around the corner and they're not on so much of a downslope, but the guys that can't get all the way around the corner, they're on kind of it's a bit like hitting off a NASCAR track bend.
Yeah. Right, Lee, thank you very much for your time and answering people's questions on Twitter. Best of luck, I guess, next week, heading to your favourite golf course in the world, playing great golf. So fingers crossed, well, next time we do one of these calls, you might be wearing a green jacket. That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Hopefully. Yeah, that'd be great.
All right, Lee, cheers. Best of luck next week.
Thank you. Thanks.
Right, there we have it, guys. Interesting to catch up with Lee as ever, get his insight, Formula 1 number one's insight into what it's like going to the Masters and playing Augusta National. playing there with his son, that sort of thing over the last couple of weeks. Thank you very much to all of you who tuned in and watched the video. Drop the video a like if you did enjoy this content with Lee. By the way, moving forward, if any of you have any questions that you might want me to ask Lee at any stage for future videos, whack them in the comment section down below. And as I said at the start of the video, also let us know who you think is going to be winning the green jacket this week. Lots of you who tune into this channel on a regular basis will know I'd usually actually be at Augusta right now, so I'm going to miss it, I'm not going to lie. Having said that, I am looking forward to watching the tournament on the TV. Haven't had a chance to do that, apart from the one in November, which is a bit odd. Haven't had a chance to watch it all on TV for years now, so really looking forward to the next few days. I'm sure you guys are going to be glued to your TVs as well. Masters fever sweeping all over the golfing nation. As always, if you haven't already, subscribe to the Your Golf Travel channel, and I would imagine I will be seeing you all very soon with some more Masters based videos in the coming days. It's going to be a good few days, isn't it? Oh yeah.